One of the questions from GATE 2006 is that if you multiply this particular transformation matrix by what matrix, you would end up getting an identity matrix. A very simple and straightforward question. It would take less than 5 seconds for you to answer. And we also discussed that the transpose can be got either by the conventional method of converting the columns into rows, or we did discuss this transformation matrix at length in the preceding discussion. And this is essentially a rotation of a line about z-axis that is passing through the origin. Now theta is the amount of rotation that the line undergoes, and therefore let's look at some of the typical GATE questions asked in the previous years as far as this concept is concerned. One of the questions from GATE 2006 is that if you multiply this particular transformation matrix by what matrix, you would end up getting an identity matrix. A very simple and straightforward question. It would take less than 5 seconds for you to answer because you have understood this particular concept. That is, this is a matrix that is used for orthogonal transformation, and whenever I say that, the determinant of such a matrix is 1. And also you can note incidentally that the inverse of such a matrix is nothing but transpose of that matrix. In fact, we will discuss inverse of a matrix in detail subsequently, but please note that this is the concept. And we also discussed that the transpose can be got either by the conventional method of converting the columns into rows, or you can put theta is equal to minus theta so that you end up getting the transpose of the matrix. All that you require in this question is just find the transpose of this particular matrix, and what that would be, it's very easy to get. Put theta is equal to minus theta, you continue to get cos theta because cos of minus theta is cos theta, and again this happens to be cos theta, and this happens to be plus sine theta because sine of minus theta is minus sine theta, minus of minus is plus, and then this happens to be sine theta with a negative sign because sine of minus theta is minus, and of course 0, 0, 0. The very reason we are having 1 here, of course we will discuss these things at length in the advanced discussion, because the z-axis continues to be where it is, and its angle, cosine of the angle with the y and x axis are 90 degrees, cos 90 0, cos 90 0. Thus that is just for your understanding, an incidental fact, and therefore you end up getting this particular matrix. So this is exactly what is asked by the examiner, whether you understand the properties of this matrix, that's all. So such questions when asked, it does not take more than 5 seconds for you to answer. And of course when you multiply this by its transpose or inverse, you end up getting identity matrix. In fact, we would also come about the physical interpretation of this. Why do you get identity matrix? Of course I did explain in the previous video, but we will go one step ahead and give you greater clarity in the forthcoming discussions. So this was a very simple GATE problem. Even if you looked at the complexity of GATE problem in 2019, of course it is a problem from 2006, the complexity remains the same. If you grip this matrix completely, you can answer in a jiffy, that is less than 5 seconds. So conceptual understanding is very important. If you do that, the questions start looking ridiculously simple. So now let's move on and look at one more GATE situation.